Hi guys, happy Monday of the long weekend. Just out enjoying this beautiful weather finally. And I want to talk to you a little bit about the Toronto Craft Beer Festival that's coming up June 17th and 18th. It's at Edward Village, North York. So I just wanted to chat. I had the pleasure of going around with some of the reps from the festival last week, I think, and yeah, we checked out a couple of the breweries that are participating in the event, and we're gonna go check out a couple more this week, and I'll let you know who they all are and kind of give you some details on them, and just yeah, let you know that you should make the event. So it is an outdoor event, and it's actually a craft beer festival, so it's labeled craft beer festival, and there are just craft beer breweries there, rather than some of the big guys that kind of sneak in from time to time. And we had the pleasure of starting our route out to Cameron's in Oakville the other week. And I just love these guys. I love their beer, but more importantly, I love their staff. They're always so friendly, whether it's their own event that they're hosting or they're representing themselves at a festival, or really anytime I've come into contact with them, they've been so friendly, so nice, and yeah, they make good beer. So I had the pleasure to meet Curtis there, who's the brewmaster, and they're hoping to have their first seasonal out in time for the beer fest. So there, I said it, there's a little bit of pressure for you guys to make that happen. And yeah, they're in Oakville, so make sure you can visit them there. They've got their brewery. You can grab some beers, you can grab some merch. They've got those cool Beer Geek shirts, and they also have their new cans out. So they've done some rebranding, and they're a little bit more fun and fresh looking, which is super awesome to see. They are also doing a Father's Day barbecue. So the Craft Beer Fest is the June 17th and 18th, and the 19th is Father's Day. And if you guys are in the area, you should check out Cameron's for their Father's Day beer. So yeah, I got to look around the brew house. Curtis kind of gave us a little bit of a tour, showed us his new sauna in the back. Check out the new sauna they got. Just kidding, it's not really a sauna. Some of you will know what that's for. And yeah, we just grabbed some beers and left there and made the way down the road to Amsterdam and Toronto. So I've forgotten how nice it is there on a nice beautiful day, kind of overlooking the lake in Toronto, and being able to have some beer and some food. Their food was delicious as well. And they always have their adventure beer series out. So I got to see, you know, the tanks inside, which you can see when you go and eat food in the restaurant there. They have them all labeled of all the adventure beers that they're making. What's currently brewing in their adventure series? Testify, Homegrown Farmhouse, one just waiting to have somebody in it. The Howl is just like freaking out in there and overflowing, which is super fun and exciting. We've got 18 hands because 2 is not enough, and experimental IPA. They have their staples there. They also have a little retail shop where you can grab, I got a sweet Bone Shaker tank top, because Bone Shaker was kind of one of the first craft beers I remember drinking and falling in love with, and what maybe started me on my IPA craze, if you will. But yeah, they were great there. Busy spot, good food, lots of good beer, and happy to have them at the festival as well. They're kind of a staple. You see them often at a lot of beer festivals throughout Toronto. We then got to go and check out Henderson. So these are some of the new kids on the block. They're actually, not the band, they're opening June 4th, I think it's their grand opening. And these guys are kind of at the bottom of that junction area triangle, if you will, which contains a few other awesome breweries. But yeah, we got to go in there and sort of have a little sneak preview of what they're creating. A really neat old building, warehouse space. They also have a tasting room and retail. And they have this super awesome Rocky and Bullwinkle pinball machine. Where we can put it, dude, they totally have a pinball machine. Yeah. And I was a pinball fanatic as a young child, so it was pretty cool to see that in there. And they sort of have a motto. We tried their ESB, I think is what we had a sample of in there. And yeah, they're sort of talking about creative expression of what it was. So I believe they're into creating beer the way it used to be. So you know, a bit more hearty beer, not all necessarily wild stuff, which we'll have, I'm sure, some of, but they're just focused on making a good quality beer, which is awesome and something that we need. We need crushable beers on nice hot days. So it was good to see them. Long Slice is a part of this too. We miss those guys, but I've messaged them a few times, and yeah, I want to track them down because I know they're busy and they kind of are brewing out of one spot, but they're sort of in the house at times too. So I want to catch these guys because they seem like really good characters. And I've had I think it was their Hopped Stella Vista was by Long Slice, and it was a decent IPA. And yeah, I'm just looking forward to getting to meet them at the festival, if not before, and having them be a part of it. Barnstormer up in Barrie, they're joining us too. You guys know I love their beer. I love what they're about. They also have a restaurant and things that you should visit in Barrie. But if you haven't been up there, Toronto's closer for you, then you should check out their beer selection that they're going to have at the festival. They represent themselves well. Their whole theme, this Barnstormer plane, the way they name their beers, their graphics is just, I dig it. I think it's really good stuff. They're good people there, and cheers to them as well. Well, that's nice beer. If you can guess, you can't really guess from a picture, but I'm drinking one of the breweries I've talked about today. So if you can guess what brewery this beer is from, all you get is a picture, then I will give you 2 tickets to the festival admission. So have a little guess of what breweries I talked about today. And next week I'm going to go by Laura, so I'll come back on here and give you guys a little preview of maybe what they have and more about them, and I'll include Bell City in this and anyone else that's signed up for the festival. So yeah, I hope you guys are going to be there. Looking forward to seeing your faces. I will have a booth there as well, Travelling Pint, so please come by, say hey, grab a picture, and let's chat beer, because I love that you guys follow, and I just love this whole craft beer stories and sharing and learning. So cheers to everyone on this Monday. I'll put links to the craft beer festival on the website so you can grab tickets, check out the brewers that are going to be there, and we hope to see you out on the weekend. Cheers. It's a good beer.